Namaste guys, welcome back to another video of Techie Lightning. Today we'll be learning about blockchain. In I'll be discussing about what is the history of blockchain and what is blockchain, and finally we'll be discussing about how blockchain works. So first thing that we're going to know is actually the history of blockchain. The first work on blockchain was actually described in 1991 by Stuart Harper and W. Scott Sterniter. The person who's um, the person who's seated here is Stuart Harper, and the person who's sitting here is Scott Sterniter. The first blockchain was conceptualized by a person or a group of persons known as Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. Nakamoto improved the blockchain design in such a way that he can timestamp blocks without requiring them to be signed by a trusted party, which introduced a difficulty parameter to stabilize the rate with which the blocks are added to the chain. This design was later implemented in the following year by Nakamoto as a core component of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, which serves as a public ledger for all the transactions on the network. Okay, moving on about what is blockchain. So, in order to understand what is a blockchain, you have to know what a ledger is actually. So, I'll start telling about ledger blockchain with the help of a story. A ledger is a book where all the transactions are recorded. Okay, I'm going to tell my story here. Once upon a time, Ram and his brothers went to the forest for hunting. While hunting, Ram and his brothers found out that they were running out of arrows. Since they required arrows to hunt, they rushed to the nearby arrow shop he could find. Finally, Ram found a shop where he could buy arrows. He went inside the shop and bought 20 arrows, which was required by his brothers and Ram. He paid for the arrows using Google Pay. After buying the arrows, he went to the forest for hunting. Now, Ram's brothers decide to pay the money which Ram spent for buying their arrows. Then they pay the amount to Ram. Now, a place where all the transactions between a shopkeeper, Ram, and his brothers were noted is actually known as ledger. Okay, Ram paid to the shopkeeper using Google Pay, as well as the brothers paid their amount to Ram using Google Pay. Now, answer the poll like what plays the role as a ledger. And when we talk about what is a blockchain is nothing but a digital distributed ledger. Okay, a ledger is a book where all the transactions are recorded, and blockchain is nothing but a ledger which is digital. Okay, cool. Moving on, we'll be learning about we'll be learning how blockchain works. So, the first step of the working of blockchain is actually initiating or requesting a transaction. A transaction is requested by somebody, or he initiates a transaction. Then, each transaction is actually considered as a block in the blockchain. Now, the next step would be broadcasting that transaction. That means the transaction is then sent or told to every node. Node is nothing but a computer in a group of computers in the network. So this block is then broadcasted to every node in that network, saying that a transaction has been initiated. Okay. So after this broadcasting step is over, then this transaction is actually verified. This verification process actually, these blocks slash transactions are verified with the help of proof of work, shortly POW. A proof of work is something like the computer gives you a highly difficult mathematical problem. Once you finish the mathematical problem, these nodes validate the transaction and add this block to the blockchain. When a block is added to a blockchain, after verification, it is known as the transaction is complete. After the addition of the block, the transaction is complete. Okay, and this is how actually blockchain works. It's so simple actually. So therefore, guys, you have learned the history of blockchain. You have learned about what is blockchain, and finally, you have learned how blockchain works. So thank you guys for watching. Stay home, stay safe, and maintain social distancing. Keep watching and subscribe to Techie Lightning.